Yo, my friends, welcome back to the Froggy Den. I'm Andrew, and today we are going to discuss, and I want you guys' real feedback. I don't want that better than blah, blah, blah stuff. I want real feedback, man. So let's go. Let's go with this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this, start a poll. I'm sorry, guys. I should have been a little more prepared. Ooh, yeah. All right, there we go. There's that. What's up, Mr. Cabbage? Looking all ice cold and everything. Looking all ice cold and cabbagey. All right, guys. Yeah, so serious. Um, it's been what? 9 months? 9 months since the start of this generation. And it's been an interesting generation to say the least. Okay, so I started PC gaming 4 years ago. I think it was like October 15th. 4 years ago, I started the foray into PC gaming. If the price wasn't an option, it's Nvidia. If value is to be considered, it's AMD. So 4 years that I've been PC gaming, and in that 4 years, I've learned, and this is honest. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. Both of them are more than capable of playing video games, delivering an experience well above, in excess of what the consoles can do. Even like 60 class cards can easily deliver and outpace the consoles. So I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't want you guys staring at my fat belly the whole time. I guess to look at me right here. Not my fat belly. My belly feels fat today, man. It's from the damn cupcakes I ate for my birthday. Those cupcakes. Gosh, I should not have done that. But I've come to the realization that it doesn't really matter, okay? This generation going all the way down to a gosh dang 50-50 and all the way back up to the top 50-90. I can honestly tell you, ooh, happy birthday, cornbread man. I can honestly tell you that it legitimately doesn't matter. There is not a big enough difference between AMD and Nvidia for anybody that just wants to play games to spend any more on an Nvidia card. And to be completely fair, a 5090 is, how do I say this without hurting everybody's feelings? It's an incredible card, but it is not necessary. And I keep coming to that conclusion more and more and more, that I can get really good 4K experience gaming on the 9070 XT. I do have to use, I'm still waiting on you to get that 5090 tattoo. It's probably never going to happen, Fernando. Never. I might. I bent the knee to the one true king. Man, I already bent the knee and bought a freaking 5090. Okay. I already did. I mean, it might have worked. Honestly, guys, I might have freaking been like, that honeymoon phase was going strong. And then the comment section made me rethink it a lot. When I started seeing people still telling me after I bought a 9950, after I spent $6,000 to build that PC, and I still had people telling me that it wasn't good enough, or that it wasn't freaking, that something was wrong, or this or that, or always trying to blame me for everything. Look, man, it's one game that for some reason, when the Windows update hit, it cut 40% of the freaking performance on that one game. And then to have people still coming to telling me that I'm doing something wrong when you can legit look it up, Assassin's Creed 5090 performance loss Windows, and it comes up and everybody's talking about, yeah, man, I lost 40% power. Yeah, dude, it's not me. So you guys kind of broke that for me, man. You guys broke that illusion. You're intolerant to people, having like legitimate problems on Nvidia. Yeah, you guys broke that for me. Always to the fanboys to ruin everything for everybody else. Can't just let anybody be happy. And then my good old freaking AMD bros telling me, that the 5090 is a waste of money and it's a heater and blah blah blah. Look, we know that. Okay, we had to deal with our 7900 XTX using and consuming a lot of power and not being able to deliver what a 5090 could do or a 4090 could do. And it is what it is, man. That freaking 7900 XTX is an absolute beast. And if you have one, hell yeah, that's a good GPU. But the AMD guys and their legitimately dismissal of the 5090, there's no reason to dismiss that card. It is number one. It is the best. It clearly beats everything else, and AMD refused to challenge it this generation. So now that's what we're stuck with. Nvidia or AMD forced me into the arms of Nvidia because they wouldn't bring out a higher card. So now here I am with a 5090, and now AMD has to sit and sweat until they put out a more performant card. If I'm going to freaking give up on AMD and become a full-on Nvidia 5090 bro, or if I'm going to hold the line and still represent AMD to the fullest of my ability because I'm a fanboy. And yeah, like that's on AMD now. AMD has to look, I'm an every generation upgrader, whether they like it or not. Like that is the role that has been thrust upon me as a content creator. I will upgrade every generation. And what that means for the community is like, look, man, if you're going to watch the content, like I'm going to upgrade every single generation. And I don't want you to ever feel bad about the card that you bought this generation because they're always good. Okay. You're out there buying the best that you can get right now. That card is good. It just because new cards come out doesn't make them inherently bad unless you're a 3080 10 gig. Then of course you're garbage. Trust me, we already crossed that line. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, dude. A 3080 10 gig is actually still a freaking pretty damn good card. I do look back in hindsight and look at that and think, holy crap, man. I was very unfair to that card. I was pretty mean. What's up, Bobby? Dang it, Bobby Joe. Where's everybody at, dude? Everybody needs to show up and chat, dude, or I'm just going to freak out and quit. I'm just joking. I'm not going to quit. We're going to go for a couple of hours. Oh, it's just been hard. Like this weekend's going to be very busy because I'm working on 2 separate reviews. I actually got free game keys. Yay! I get to cover video games. The whole thing. You know what the funny thing is my highest watched videos on this channel are actually video games. Last of Us on PC ruined the 3084. Yeah, it did. Spider-Man is actually the one that freaking put the nail in the coffin for them PlayStation games. They just run better on AMD, man. They're just better. I got that game, guys. I do have it. Let me tell you what it is. I bought it a while back. It's called it's like a John Wick kind of game, dude. Like it's kind of cool. I only played it for like freaking 10 minutes or something. I'll tell you in a minute as soon as I find it. Again, it's right in here somewhere. I'll just look for the picture. It'll be easier to find the picture. It should be up here a little bit higher because I played it a little bit more recently. Yeah. Where the hell did it go, man? I bought this game and it's like a John Wick. Why did you freaking mess me up with the John Wick thing, dude? But it is a cool game and I wanted to cover it, but I just forgot. It's very, very cool, man. Now you got me thinking about it, so now I have to find it before I can move on and keep talking about this thing, man. Like this game is actually really cool. If you've got the ability to pick it up, I suggest you get it. It's actually quite fun. It's got an addicting gameplay loop that I think some people will like. It's kind of like a roguelite too, I think. Where the hell did you go? Oh my gosh, what's the name of that game? It's got one of the freaking names that I can never remember. It was fresh on my mind a little while ago. Oh, Peak is good. Peak is fun. Ooh. Dude, I have so many games on here. Suit for Hire. Okay, you guys need to buy that game. It's called Suit for Hire. It's like a John Wick type game, bro. It's pretty funny. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. It's got like that old school like John Wick thing. The PC bros. I enjoyed The Last of Us the fifth time they sold it to me. I only bought The Last of Us like 4 times, okay? Okay, I bought it when it originally came out on PS3. Then I bought it again on the PlayStation 4. Then I bought it again when they remade it. And then I bought it on PC. So that's 4 times. Is that bad? Is that bad? I bought it 4 times. The same game. And if they bring it to Xbox, I'll buy it a 5th time. Could you imagine that? PlayStation be like, oh, you know what, dude? Well, no, that frog guy will buy another copy, so let's put it on Xbox for him. And then I'd buy a 6th copy if they put it on freaking Nintendo Switch number 2. Switcheroo number 2 is the star of the show today because we are actually getting Assassin's Creed Shadows on Switcheroo number 2 on December 2nd. Look at this. I haven't even downloaded this Unirism. I got to download Unirism to my PC. I like saw like the thing for that game and I was like, damn, I'm going to buy that. That's pretty freaking cool looking. So I want to try it out, man. I want to try it out. Competition is key for consumers. Neither, or actually we need Intel or another third party to. Honestly, man, Intel is so freaking like off their rocker right now, bro, that like what do they do, man? What are they supposed to do? Tides of Tomorrow. Oh shit. I forgot about this game that this company gave me. I forgot all about it. What the hell? What did I do with that? if AMD, well, if Intel, like the B580 was good. Like that was a cool ass GPU. That's very affordable, very cool. If you're in the market for that and you want that, I didn't have any problems with drivers or anything like that. I actually came to the conclusion that that was a pretty decent game or a pretty decent GPU. Zero issues. I had a good time on that. So if Intel could actually put out something a little bit more competitive, at least trade blows with AMD and Nvidia in the current generation, I think Intel's got a chance, man. I think they actually have something good there, and I think they could literally pull it off. But they are going to have to invest in it, and they're going to have to start at the damn bottom because that's what you do when you are a GPU maker. And you're see, Intel is probably in the best position for a third competitor because Intel has name recognition, bro. They have name. They just need to utilize it the right way. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to watch computer nerds freaking try to market their stuff because they're not very good at it. They're not very good at it, to be completely honest with you. out of all 3 of them, I think AMD, at least for me, has the best marketing. Like I am the most drawn to AMD marketing over Intel or freaking Nvidia. Nvidia's marketing is like, gosh damn, dude. I look at Nvidia and I'm like, yeah, I want the premium experience. And then I get it and I'm like, oh wow, that's really not that much more premium. It's just weird, man. But it is what it is. Like I'm such a cynical. I don't know. Am I cynical? Sometimes I feel like I'm cynical. Um, I just I've always just kind of cut through the crap. You know what I mean? Like people out here just trashing games just for the hell of trashing games. And I'm like, no, that it's actually not a horrible game. It's actually playable. And then people are like, you don't know what you're talking about, Frog, because why do you always go against the grain, Frog? That's not exactly true, Dr. Blitz. It's not, I mean, it is good. And I mean, it is advancing technology. I don't think Nvidia is bad. See, that's the thing. A lot of people like You don't have to choose sides. You really don't have to choose sides, man. Like no man can serve two masters. He'll end up loving one and hating the other. That's why I serve video games, so I can play on anything. If you just serve video games, you should be fine to play on anything. Like anything will work. It just doesn't really matter. You can just play on anything. I have zero issue swapping over to AMD and playing my AMD build after going for my 5090. If I was to jump on a game and start playing at 4K resolution, okay, and then halfway through the game I decide to switch to 1080p, I'm going to notice that. That's going to be a massive difference to me, and I'm going to be like, "Ooh, boy, I don't know if I can do this. I need to go back to 4K." Going from a 5090 to a 9070 XT is not that type of an extreme, okay? It's more like going from, oh wait, they're both running at 4K, so it's the same. It's just one of them feels a little bit higher frame rate and a little bit more stuttery. I'm just joking. That's the thing. That's the difference. It's like you're not going to an unplayable experience from a 5090 if you're using an AMD 9070 XT at 4K. Like it's not unplayable. It's not 30 frames per second. It's not stuttery. It's not a bad experience. You're just getting less frames. That's really all you're getting is less frames these days, unless the game highly focuses on ray tracing. Then you're getting an experience that is more along the lines of like you might have to like turn down the ray tracing on the AMD side, or you might have to completely turn it off, but still the overall experience is still the same. Down to 7900 GRE and change to a 5080 for 4K DLSS SRT and AI, but AMD is amazing. I like both, and when they compete against each other. See, I mean, so I take it you're a every generation opportunist freaking gamer too. So like you would like essentially like do you usually look for price wise, or do you just buy whatever stands out to you the most every generation? I personally am going to upgrade every generation just because I'm a content creator. I don't really think I have a choice not to. But at the same time, I think is what I'll do every generation is I'll probably stick to Nvidia's 80 series cards going forward. Like I'll buy a 6080 and then I'll just get whatever top end card AMD has. And then, well, it depends on if AMD's next card is legitimately like trading blows with 6090, then I'll end up buying a 6090 as well. Every 4 years for a GPU, dude, you're missing out on all the new features. Why would you do that to yourself? I'm just joking, dude. It is what it is, man. Like 4 years for a GPU, more than sufficient. Like you should be fine. You don't need to upgrade every generation unless you're a filthy YouTuber. If you're a filthy YouTuber, then yeah, you got to pay the YouTuber tax. That's what it is, YouTube tax. You got to pay to play so that you're relevant. Because if you're not relevant in today's age, you don't really have anything. You got to have relevancy to stand among the greats, to stand among the greaters. Price to performance, person, but gaming and gym are my main hobbies. So if I can't get MSRP or a decent deal, I up. So if you can get MSRP or a decent deal, you upgrade and like to sell your old cards to hold value. Yeah, I mean that works. I have noticed that like, see, everybody has always told me that like Nvidia holds their value better, but I've been able to sell my AMD cards for what I've asked for them too, and no haggling. I've literally put AMD cards up and like nobody haggles me on my prices, but I do a pretty decent cut on what I pay for them. And then I explain that, look, man, I bought this 2 months ago. I reviewed it on my channel and now I just want to get a little bit of money back. I'm going to start downloading this because I want to check it out. I wonder how long ago this game came out. Whoa, way back in 2022? This game has been on. Damn, dude, I bought an old ass game for what? For what? Why did I buy an old game, dude? This game's been out since 2019. Came out on my birthday on 2013, dude. Holy cramoly. Just created an AI model with credentials that will do acting, movies, and games. Are going to change forever. Oh, yeah, dude. Well, yeah, absolutely. Games are going to change forever, man. Hey, who was it that's talking about laying off 600? Oh, Amazon's talking about laying off 600,000 people to have robots do their job. I bet the shrink value goes down if they do that. Like less people with sticky fingers. Yeah, dude, $450. That's a good price, man. Yeah. I've found AMD to hold their value pretty well too. I think that's just kind of a myth that people say to get you to buy Nvidia, thinking that like, oh yeah, dude, I've seen people. There's like people still struggling to sell some Nvidia cards, like because Nvidia's like shoots themselves in the foot or shoot you in the foot by like holding back features and not letting them go forward. They kind of are like getting rid of the value of your cards, bro. I think life is going to be exactly the same as it is right now. Well, no, maybe better. Maybe better. Hopefully it's better. I know our White House is going to look significantly better by 2030. We're getting the bestest ballroom ever. And it's not on taxpayers' dollars like all the other presidents have used taxpayers' dollars for. Nope. They're building it. They said they're paying for it. So hopefully that shit turns out. But we're going to get a new freaking ballroom at the White House that we're probably never going to see in person, anyways. I mean, wow. Just, it's crazy, man. It is absolutely crazy. A mad, mad world right now, my friends. A mad, mad world that we live in. Oh, goodness. I have a new freaking favorite band. It's called A2O. May. They're Zen Alpha. I freaking like them, dude. They're really cool. It's like this Korean Chinese band. Very cool. Very cool. It's kind of like K-pop, but better. It's way better. See, that proves that I'm like a forever kid or something, bro. I'm my pronouns man child really do mean what they say. I think look at that. 58% of you guys are like Nvidia bros, man. Look at that. 58%. That's not bad, guys. 42 to 58. I think things really are changing. Glorious goodness on your local TV. Yeah. Yeah, on the internet, on my phone. I'll be looking at it on my phone, dude. Woo boy. Onirism. That game kind of looks cool though, man. Like I was looking at this and I was watching like the little thing for it. And I had I was watching that and I was like, gosh dang, dude, that looks like really cool. There's like all this different world, but then it's like only $13.49. And I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, is this made by the guys that make Serious Sam? Serious Sham? Serious Sham number 2? Who was that? Shoreline Games? Did they make Shoreline? No, that's Devolver Digital. But it looks like these guys are part of Devolver Digital. Crimson Seas and Shoreline Games. Yeah. I think AMD picked up really well. I think they did too. I do. I think that a lot of people are rocking RDNA 4, which is good. Which is good. If you ask me, RDNA 4, really did bring their best foot forward. I just don't think they went far enough in terms of like I know that a 9080 would have beat a 5080. Okay. Like I know that because a 9070 XT and 5070 Ti are really close to 5080. So I think 9080, even if it only had like 72 or 80 cores or 80 CUs, it would have beat 5080. Like it would have beat it outright. I'd have been like, damn, dude. It would have been good. Like it would have been very good for the industry to have AMD have a strong card out there. What's up, beam me up, Scotty P? Scotty, is it Scott? Scots P? Beam me up, Scots P. I have not played Quiet Place. Right now, I'm working on Recreation. Yeah, Recreation. Oh man. I'm working on the new update for the Crew Motorfest because I'm a massive Ubisoft fanboy. And then obviously Ninja Gaiden 4. I was going to play games today, but I put out a video and people were saying, hey, go live, go live. So I was like, all right, let's just go live. But tomorrow night I'm going to play. I'm not doing a live stream tomorrow night because I've got to work on these games. I have to get them done, but I have to think of some type of content. Bruh. What's up, Gershon? Gershantor. Gershantor. Ooh, dang, dude, I like that game. It looks cool. I can't wait to freaking play that. It looks actually kind of fun. It looks kind of fun. It looks kind of fun. When I think about what AMD brings to the table for video games, you look at PlayStation 5, you look at Xbox, and you see what AMD is capable of. I mean, it's not really, like 864p is like kind of like, oh boy, what are you doing? But then you look at that, and then you look at what their PC products can do, like they're full on. I mean, dude, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are pretty impressive. They're pretty impressive. They get the job done. Might not always deliver on that 4K experience, but let's just be real. Those games look good enough. I really need more likes and more freaking comments and stuff like that. Like, you guys are supposed to be talking, man. Coming and hanging out with me. That's what we do these live streams for. I need ideas as we're going. You guys need to keep me going. I can't do it all by myself, dude. My brain's already too fried. Most of the day after work. I mean, it's Thursday. Been working hard this week. Yeah, I got Battlefield 6. I bought Battlefield 6. I do have it, but I don't really care to play that. I mean, I should. I don't know why. Dude, this channel has freaking destroyed my gaming a lot. A lot. I'm not even joking, man. Like, this channel is so mind consuming, bro. And especially when I do something like build a $6,000 PC, dude. Like, I get so consumed with feeling like I need to create content to try to pay that off, because I would love to do playthroughs or streams, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm really struggling right now to find a way to make this channel sustainable. I can't keep spending money like I do on it. I know that, like, it's unsustainable. I can't do that. I really cannot afford to keep buying products. I want to play games, but the whole, like, like most of the internet is out there just trashing every game right when they come out. So it makes it hard to deal with that, because then, because I don't think I've played any games since I started this channel that I absolutely hate. Even God of War Ragnarok, I was just like, I was bummed. I was disheartened, that it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It felt way too kumbaya for me for a God of War game. I was looking for that like rage and like, just that God of War experience. So yeah, that one there was kind of weak. Ghost of Yote, man. I don't hate it, but it's just like I'm having a hard time trying to get into that game because it's just not. COD Zombies will save us in November. Is there already another COD coming out? Didn't Call of Duty just come out like last October or something? We're getting another one already. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I'm joking. So yeah, dude, this channel has kind of ruined things for me a little bit. Um, at least in terms of gaming. Like I still enjoy gaming and I still get to play, fairly often. But when I do, like when I like say take for instance when Assassin's Creed Shadows came out, I devoted like a whole week to that game, and like not being able to post content while playing that like really freaking started to like, yeah, it's hard to see. That's what I'm trying to figure out. The Fallen, should I continue to even try to do the hardware thing, or should I just, I don't know. I can't afford to buy any more freaking stuff, Dr. Blitz. Like I'm literally broke, bro. I'll be honest with you guys. I can't even buy freaking, what's it called? Outer Worlds. I can't even buy Outer Worlds 2 right now to cover it. It comes out tomorrow, and I can't even afford to pay the $100 for it right now. And don't tell me to get Game Pass, because I still have to pay like $30 or $40 to play it tomorrow. And that kind of defeats the whole purpose. When, dude, I asked Xbox for a review key for that, and they ignored me like they normally do. So I am starting to get a little bitter with Xbox. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I'm getting bitter with them. Every time I've asked them for a review key, they just ignore me. The last one they gave me was gosh dang, what was it? South of Midnight. That was the only game they've given me this year from Xbox. That's it. Um, and I'm pretty sure the content for that was like nobody gave a shit about that game. So they're like, oh, this guy can't get views. So that affected me, and that really sucks, because they'll give me the shit games that nobody wants to watch or nobody wants to play, and then that looks bad on my channel because I'm committed to covering it because they gave it to me. And so, like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm not going to just, keep making freaking thousands of videos on one game when nobody wants to watch it. So, yeah, dude, I'm getting a little bit bitter with Xbox. I mean, they don't owe me anything. They don't owe me a damn thing, but it would have been nice. It would have helped out right now, especially, because I've spent so much money on this channel. It would just be nice, for Xbox to be like, oh, you know what, man, Froggy's been there. He's been there for our channel, or he's been there for our platform, but they don't give a shit, dude. All they care about is money now. I really do believe that. Like Xbox no longer gives a shit about the individual gamer, dude. They care about their pocketbooks. And that's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. Like they don't even recognize me, bro. They don't even recognize me. That's like, damn, dude. Yeah, you're right. It's just to a point where it's like, well, I mean, like PlayStation doesn't recognize me either, dude. They don't give a shit about my channel. I have to buy those games. But thankfully they only have 2 a year, so it's not that big of a deal. With Xbox, they put out like 15 freaking games this year, and everybody wants, and dude, they cheapen the experience by putting them on freaking Game Pass. So me buying them full price doesn't really do any good for me. And I'm not going to pay $30 a month for freaking Game Pass, dude. That's ridiculous. I am not paying that. If they did friends and family, if I could put my son's Xbox and my daughter's Xbox and my Xbox on there, hell yeah. No problem. I'd pay the $30. But no, dude, I'm not paying $30 for one freaking, yeah, dude, I'm not doing that. Yeah, they fired after studios. Yeah, dude, Xbox does not give a shit about the gamers anymore. They can sit there and try to say that all they want. They don't. They don't give a shit about gamers. All they care about is money. And that's fine, dude. They'll get exactly what's coming to them for doing that. And then we'll see Phil Spencer out there begging again, dropping prices, trying to, yeah, dude, the hell with that. They took advantage of us long enough. They lied to us. They basically went third party while we funded that. We funded all that, and then they just keep raising the price on us. It's like, look, man, you're already selling our games to PlayStation. You're already selling our games to freaking PC. The only last bastion of for your fans was a low price Game Pass subscription, and they can't even do that right. They can't even do that right. So yeah, dude, I am starting to get a little bit more negative towards Xbox. At least right now, why they're being freaking greedy. I mean, don't get it twisted. Even $30 a month, if that's all you play is Xbox, $30 a month. If that's all you do is play as Xbox, it's still a good value or whatever. But holy shit, man. I don't know, man. That really made me bitter. That really made me bitter that I asked them for freaking Outer Worlds 2 and they legit ignored me, dude. I'm actually kind of pissed about that. I'm actually kind of mad about that. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. It it's more of the thing. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's other people out there, that make better content than I do, but you know, you know how hard it is to buy a game and then start trying to make content for it the day it comes out when you got to work all freaking day, and then you come home at 8 o'clock and you're already like 8, 9 hours behind everybody else that just sits on their ass at home all day and does content, man. Like I can't compete with that. And then I come home and then I got to try to play the game and put out some content and shit like that. Like it would just be nice to get the game like like recreation, bro. I've got 8 freaking days to do content on that game. I got 8 freaking days. I know, dude. You guys are like, what are you crying about? We have to pay for our games. I get it. I get it. Like, I understand. I understand. But, you know, you guys are just, you guys are playing the games, man. Like, you guys are playing the games, and that's cool, man. Like, I used to be like that and I used to love it. I didn't give a shit about paying for my games. Games went to $70. Yeah, it was like whatever, but I still bought them because I wanted them. And then it gets to a point where you're making content and it's like, well, what do I do, man? What am I supposed to do? I still got to pay. And if I want to have content out early, I have to pay that extra freaking money for these games for the early access days. I have to pay extra money, dude. It's a legitimate slap in the face to people that want to create content for their games. And I'm like, damn, dude, damn. That sucks, man. So yeah, I am getting a little bit irritated with Xbox. I finished that whole damn game, dude. I finished every single bit of South of Midnight. I played through the whole game. It was good. I liked it. I didn't have a problem doing that. But I played through that whole game. I uploaded a whole walkthrough on that, and I did a review on that game, and they still freaking ignore me for a game that I actually want to play. I asked them, dude, they didn't give me a Avowed this year. I asked for that. I asked for Doom. I got denied. Dude, I've gotten denied for every single. I got denied for Indiana Jones. I've literally had to buy every single one of those games. And so it's like, damn, dude, damn. But Frog, you could just be a slave to Game Pass. I'm not gonna pay for Game Pass. I don't freaking use it. I seriously rarely ever get on my Xbox app. And I mean, maybe I would if like if a game came out on Xbox app and Steam and actually got updated as quickly as the Steam version does. No, man, Xbox doesn't even give a shit about their own freaking app on PC. Starfield, bro, you get everything on Steam weeks before you even get that shit on the Xbox app. I bought that game on the Xbox app, and that was the freaking last time I was like, I ain't buying my games on here no more. If I need to cover an update, I got to wait on Xbox. That puts me over a week behind, 2 weeks behind in some cases before I can even cover it. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But I'm not going to pull an MBG or any of them other guys and start being negative towards Xbox. Like, I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't. I'll buy my games, dude. I'm a big boy. I'm a man. I can buy my games. I just have to wait. So if you guys are expecting content for Outer Worlds, dude, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to cover that. There are other games that are more that I want to play more than that. I haven't even finished Avowed yet because unfortunately they refuse to update that game to FSR4 for me on my AMD build. So yeah, dude, they don't even give a shit about their AMD customers. They just don't care. You know what? I stuck it to them. That's why I stuck it. I asked for Gears of War and they wouldn't even give me a copy of that. I was like, holy crap, dude. I was like, holy crap. I know you guys didn't come to listen to me cry about not getting free video games. It's not only that though. It's not only that. Like last year, dude, I was getting all kinds of products all the time. But the tariffs, dude, they've literally taken a chunk out of that too, because now companies that make their products in China, they don't want to pay the tariff to send out the freaking review stuff anymore. Remember last year I was covering all that next level racing stuff? Well, they basically told me this year that sorry, man, there's nothing we can do. The tariffs are too much. And I was like, damn, dude, that sucks, man. Because there's a lot of cool stuff coming out from next level racing that I would love to be able to cover. But unfortunately, I get it. Like I understand from a business point of view that that it makes it harder to support, American creators right now. So yeah, dude, it sucks. It sucks. Yes, it is almost Friday. I got a whole bunch of games to play. It'll be fine. Guys, I really do kind of regret building that 5090, man, because nobody wants to watch that content on that either. I put out videos for that. Nobody gives a shit. And I knew that was going to be the case. I knew that was going to be the case, but I don't know. It's tempting to just sit here and make negative content about the 5090. It's very tempting because I got to pay for it somehow. I don't know if you guys wanted to look inside a YouTuber's mind, the pressure is always there. The pressure is always there, especially when you have your own money on the line. The pressure is even greater. It's even greater. I fight myself every single day not to be a shitty clickbait, controversy starting YouTuber. I mean, sometimes I slip up and I'll pop one out, but it's a constant fight every single day to just try to make good positive content in a freaking on a platform that literally rewards the trash content a lot. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what people want. Maybe I should just give them what they want. Like I don't know. Like I struggle with that because I'm not an inherently negative person. I'm not an inherently negative person. So it's a little bit hard for me to do that. But I mean, if that's what people want, man, like who the hell am I to deny them what they want? Free Xbox Game Pass with ads? No, I'm not doing that, dude. That's price point puts me back in the place of buying. Yeah, exactly. You might as well just buy the games you want instead of playing a whole bunch of mid, as the ponies would say. You're just getting a whole bunch of mid, and I'm like, bruh, I paid $75 for mid, for Ghost of Mid, bro. It is crazy, man. It is crazy. My birthday week has been Slow, dude. Views are going down. Views are going down, dude. We're like in the 800s, man. And all I wanted to do was try to take a little bit of freaking. We're in the 382 views in the last 48 hours when normally I'm like 10 to 15. So it sucks. Hey, Bobby, welcome back. Welcome back, Bobby. 5K, yeah, exactly. A 5K PC for mid games. Maybe I should start being harder on these games, bro. Seems like everybody else gets to trash them and they still get free games. What the hell is that? A mosquito or something? I really am. Dude, I don't. What do I do? What do I do? Like you guys are here right now. That means you guys love and care about the channel. I consider you guys friends and supporters that want to see the channel do good. What do you guys suggest, man? Should I just rip the band-aid off and start being a jackass like everybody else? What do I do, man? I don't know. I mean, channel growth for the channel has been fine. Like I'm not worried about that. Like I am definitely I think good legit journalism can't be beat, but I don't have honestly fallen. I do agree with that. I 100%. But that takes a lot of time, research. Um, I'm like the perfect consumer. You know what I mean? Like I'm the perfect consumer. I buy shit, don't ask a whole lot of questions. If it looks cool, I buy it and then I just use it. I don't dude, I buy shit and don't even use most of the features on it. You know what I mean? Like I got a 9950X 3D and it literally plays video games. That's it. Make another channel for off the rails clickbait stuff. I no, dude, I can't divide my time any more than I've already have. I can't divide my time any more than I already have. Information is king. There's no problem with it. There's really not a problem with it. It's just when I'm at work, bro, I I've got like a I gotta like be at my best. When I get home, you know, like I'm already freaking kind of drained, like brain wise, you know, and for the most I do need a team, but I can't afford a team, bro. I can't afford to pay a bunch of people. Already doing what 99 just need to hold down the fort, but be tactical with expenses. I do. I need to stop buying stuff. I can't afford to, and I was trying to keep up with all the free stuff I was getting. You know, all the review stuff I was getting last year. Dude, I haven't even gotten as many games this year, which is pretty sad. Oh, I can't afford a team though, Dr. Blitz. There's no way, dude. I can't cut into more of my finances that I'm already spending. Like I can't do that. I don't know. I have, in all fairness, I have been cutting down my content and not uploading as much content, and I'm still above what I was last year. So, I mean, like it is growing and I'm getting more views on less content. Um, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just going through a rough patch right now on the channel. I'm just going through a rough patch right now, you know, in terms of like growth versus time management versus freaking, you know, just being able to like sit back and kind of relax or whatever, you know, not have to work so hard. Bro, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning and I go to bed at midnight, 5 o'clock to midnight every single day. Um, and I still feel like I don't have enough time. And I do that 5 days a week. I do that. And then Saturday and Sunday, I let myself sleep until about 7 o'clock and then I get up. Why would I raffle off my PC builds, bro? I'm literally still paying for one of them. I'm like I owe like $3,000 on the $6,000 one I just built. Why would I give away $3,000, bro? That doesn't make any sense. I literally bought those to build to make content with them. I can't just give them away. Oh, I'm not tired, Tommy. Like I'm not tired. Like I have the energy. It's just chasing like crap. CPAP will change my life. I don't need a CPAP, bro. I can sleep on my back, bro. I'm a carnivore. I don't have breathing issues anymore. I can sleep on my back. I mean, honestly, guys, I am just thankful I have a pretty damn good job. I'm just grateful for that. You know, I make good money. I mean, if the channel was to crash tomorrow and not be recoverable, uh, I'm 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 invested in it, yeah, but shit, I mean, it would suck to lose all that money for sure. I can like, yeah, dude, a CPAP. No, dude, I sleep fine. Like, I mean, dude, I'm not tired or groggy or anything like that right now. I'm just I don't know, man. Like it's confusing, like trying to put out content. I put out the stuff I want to put out. Some people resonate with it, some people don't. Work drained. No, not I don't know. I mean, I guess Fridays I kind of feel a little bit tired after work, but for the most part, I'm usually good, bro. Carnivore changed my life. Absolutely freaking changed my life, bro. CES content next year going to boost the channel. I hope so. Dude, there's a lot of people that go to CES and it doesn't do shit for them. No, I know, Alan. So many, but gosh, me so poor. Me so okay. What if I just like instead of buying every product that I like, maybe I just cover like the reviews on the products, you know, like talk about them. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should like review reviews and be like, look, man, I think this is because I know that like when I watch most reviews, dude, I literally just want to be hyped for the product that I'm buying. I don't want to sit and listen to a bunch of shit that I don't care about. And that's what I try to build on this channel. I try to be like, yeah, dude, this shit's go blah blah. It's so good. It's so nice. I like to review things in the honeymoon stage because then you get to see like the pure excitement and joy that I have from it. But then, you know, as time goes on, it's like, yeah, gosh, you know, I get something new and then I don't give it, you know, I don't know. Like that Asus monitor I bought the other day for my wife. She loves it, dude. She freaking absolutely loves it. And it's incredible, man. I I'm doing collaborations. I need to get I need to get Silicon Fox back on. I want to bring him back on. The Asus monitor, I bought it. I bought that Asus. I'll give you the link real quick. I'll drop it in the thing, the one I just bought, so that you guys can check it out at your leisure. But I just bought this. It looks like it's back up to full price though. It's $600. I got it for 450. I tried to get everybody a deal, man. Collab with Daniel. Daniel doesn't like me. I said mean and hurtful things about him, so he won't even talk to me now. Now it's back up to $600, man. I tried to save you guys some money. I bought it for 450 and it's a freaking beast. I freaking love this monitor. No, I would still recommend that at $600 because that's half price. You're essentially getting so that monitor, that Asus monitor that I bought is a dual mode 4K 1080p, 160 FPS at 4K, 320 at 1080p. And the amount of features and minus the OLED, yeah, because the OLED's twice that price. Like you're paying double for an OLED when the IPS is pretty damn good. And those features with the Asus, I'm gonna do a more like in-depth review on this monitor after I've had more time with it. But there's some badass features on this. It's got like this feature called ELMB. It's it gets rid of here. I'm going to go back to the little page right here because it's right here. So it's got 95% DCI P3 color gamut. It's got 3 different settings for color gamut. You could put it on like RGB or the wide color gamut or another one. I think it's DCI P3 or whatever. And so if you use the wide color gamut, you can't use HDR, which is kind of weird. But it also has this other freaking feature. It's called Asus Extreme Low Motion Blur Sync, ELMB Sync. is what it does is it gets rid of the ghosting. You guys have always heard me talking about like Assassin's Creed Valhalla and how it's got like that ghosting, the Johnny Cage effect, the Johnny Cage shadow kick effect. Well, it does, it cleans it up, bro. It's not perfect. Like when you still pan the camera around grass, you can still see like a little bit of like a shadow off to the side, like a little bit of ghosting, but it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. So I mean, it works. And I'm just like, holy shit, dude, this is badass. When you're running now, when you're fighting or doing other things, you don't see the ghosting. It's not as noticeable. So I'm like, damn, it is badass. Yeah, it gets rid of that ghosting. And I was like, holy sheesh, that is really good. What else? And then there's the wide color gamut makes the HDR. Well, see, for I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but when I've got that wide color gamut selected, I cannot select HDR in Windows. And so, but I still get beautiful, beautiful ass colors that look incredible. And so I'm like, damn, dude, this monitor is badass. I love the fact that it does the dual mode. That's the whole reason I bought it. Um, I'm a big proponent of dual mode monitors. I think they are the best bang for your buck you can ever get, especially if you want OLED. Because the thing is you still get OLED freaking HDR. You know what I mean? And you can get Asus freaking OLED monitors, WOLED or QD OLED. Dude, I love that monitor. If you want, I can post a video of it, Don Vaughn. I made a video for it. Let me get you the video. Let's see, where is it? I think this is the first video I put out for it. This is it. Let me get you this video. Let me get you this one. You can watch this one. Boop, boop. Passed. For a monitor? Got you. I got you. You little mosquito. I like that monitor, bro. And honestly, the money you save from, because no matter what you do, you're going to spend at least, what, $800 to $1,000 on an OLED 32 inch. Yeah. Which one do you got? Nazgul. I bought the 32. What is it? The XG32 UCG. Yeah. People hating on 1080p are weird. Question for you: motion blur on or off? It just depends on the game. I don't really mind motion blur most of the time. It doesn't really matter to me. I only turn off motion blur because people complain about it in the videos. Most of the time, I don't really care. If I jump into a game, it doesn't bother me. Most PlayStation games and Xbox games start off with freaking motion blur enabled, so you just play it. To be completely fair, most of the shit that people cry about on the internet, I didn't even care about until I was like, oh gosh, I guess I got to care about this now. I guess I got to care about power consumption. I guess I got to care about freaking this and that. Clean image, motion blur off. I don't really think it matters that much. I don't know. ROG Strix OLED XG32. Okay, you got the OLED. Nice. Pretty much got the same. We got the same monitor. It's just you got the OLED and I got the IPS. It was $450, bro. It was $450. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy that right now. That's actually a really good deal for that. $600 is still a decent deal for it. Like this monitor is good. The 4K looks good. The 1080p looks good. The colors look good. When I hooked it up to the AMD build and hit my SAT, whoo, damn, it looks good. Very good. I even did a PS6 have checkerbirds, probably. I think, well, see, because I like background bokeh, and that's essentially blur, but I like some blur. I like sometimes the blur keeps my eyes focused. Like when people are like, "Oh man, I can't play games at 1080p or soft games or anything like that." Like sometimes I like a little bit of blur on the screen because it kind of helps my eyes. Sometimes I just like to be. I think motion blur helps me be more immersed in the games. Um, it's fine. I don't mind it. Not all the time. Yeah, I think most people probably don't even give a shit about motion blur until they actually like I don't know. I don't think turning it off ever made a game better for me or not. I honestly I don't think shimmering on FSR 3 has ever made a game better or worse for me than seeing it perfectly crisp on an Nvidia. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, it depends on the game. Like Indiana Jones, I can't play it with or without. It doesn't matter. ESP on new skate. Ooh, I like the new skate, dude. That game is actually pretty freaking cool. They're putting more content on it, so I'm like, damn, that's badass. Actually, I think I got an update for it that I haven't downloaded yet. Do I even have it downloaded? I should. Skate. That's crazy how many freaking games I got, dude. I better update that. I'm just kind of I'm actually kind of happy we're getting a new update for Shenmue 3. Nobody knows what motion blur is. Purely less frequency details and yeah, you're right. You're right. When the compression becomes more, I'll tell you that motion blur, honestly, Razor, this is my honest opinion. Don't freak out on me. Motion blur looks better on AMD than it does on Nvidia. On Nvidia, it starts to look a lot more like compression artifacts, whereas on AMD, it doesn't look that bad. AMD has better motion blur. Better motion blur. I wish I could show you guys that because if I put it on YouTube, it's just going to show you compression either way. But on a native screen, I don't motion blur kind of looks. I don't know, dude. I don't notice it. The AMD color is a better as well. Gosh damn it, Kindred! Quit getting me started, bro. Like, why you got to do that? Waiting for Geoff to announce Donkey Kong Game of the Year. Well, he better. Junior says it's his Game of the Year, bro. Bruh, Junior. Junior. Pokemon or Donkey Kong? Which one's your game of the year?
That depends.
On?
I think maybe Donkey Kong or Silk Song.
Silk Song is actually going to beat Donkey Kong?
I think so. Those are my two best. Those
Silk Song is bruh's favorite game right now.
Those two are my favorite games.
I bought this for me. I got this game for my Nintendo Switch. It's one game I don't have to worry about Junior snatching from me. He takes everything else. If it's got a key, if it's got a freaking thing, he takes them. He hides them in his little freaking dungeon. That should be a new feature. Honestly, AMD should market it, bro. Honestly, I think motion blur looks a little bit better on AMD. It really. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. I need to. I'll play a few games and try to do an approximate because I don't really notice bad motion blur when I'm on AMD unless the game just has crap motion blur. What's my take on Battlefield 6? I like it. I bought it. I played it on EA Play Pro and I bought it. So yeah, I mean it's good. I just need to get through the campaign and then I don't know why I stopped playing it. I just need to get through it. Like it was good, but I don't know. I was being pretty nitpicky when I was playing it, Chaz. I was being an asshole. I was being a freaking Karen when I started playing it. I was like, oh, that looks out of place. I was nitpicking shit, bro. Like I was nitpicking, and I needed to quit doing that, so I quit playing it. When I start getting all nitpicky and shit, I got to turn the game off and move on to something else, bro. Right now, dude. Okay, so I'm reviewing Recreation. I'm reviewing the new update that's going to be coming to the Crew Motorfest. The gosh dang it, year 3 or whatever. And then I am still working on Ninja Gaiden 4. Freaking love that game. Freaking love that. That's incredible. Like I'm 100% satisfied with my purchase on that. And then I am still working on Battlefield 6, and then I've got Arc Raiders already pre-ordered. I love that game. That game's cool. Is mini LED worth it over OLED? I don't know, man. I think I would go with OLED. To be completely honest with you, Don Vaughn, I would go with OLED. Not, I don't know. I've seen the mini LEDs over at the store, and they've got like that freaking fuzzy look around some of the. Yeah, dude. It looks better on OLED. OLED looks pixel perfect. Better than I thought. Yeah, I like a lot of it that I've played. I'm at the I just barely got to the president, and I'm going through the park right now. That was the last part that I played. I died and I turned it off because I had to go to work the next day. And then when I go to work the next day, I have to be able to just sit down and play through a game. Saturday, I'm going to play a bunch of games. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to be putting a lot of time into Arc Raiders. I might actually cover, depending on how good the content does, I might stick to that and upload videos pretty often. Good implementation of motion blur attempts to. I was going to have more Ninja Gaiden 4 content out, but for some reason, my last couple of recordings did not turn out. Like for some reason, they just got lost. I was like, damn, dude, that sucks. Because I beat the first boss, the first demon, and I was like, damn, that was a cool fight. But my gosh dang it, what's it called? My footage was ruined. And yes, that happened on the AMD build. It like for some reason did not record. It recorded 1 second and then it cut off. But it said I was recording the whole time, and I stopped the recording and I didn't get it. Does 1% lows make a big difference, or does it? I don't think it really matters, dude. Honestly, to tell you the truth, it depends. It depends on the 1% lows. Like if you're getting massive spikes, like say you're running through the game and you get a massive spike, that's going to tell you your 1% lows are freaking zero. Okay. You get like a massive frame time spike that jumps all the way up, and then you're playing and everything's smooth, but you get those stutters, and it feels like a stutter. But dude, no game is perfect. Like tell me one game that's perfect that runs buttery smooth the whole way through. Like can you guys name any of those? They do matter. Of course they matter. Obviously you see them, you legit see them, but I don't ever have Doom running 100% good. My 1% lows are always lower. My 1% lows are always, which Doom are you talking about? Like the old Doom or Doom Dark Ages? Has a new indie game studio. I have to be open to using Nvidia, AMD, and Intel GPUs, even looking into Ryzen AI Max 395. Nice. Since we do use AI tools, moving with the times. You have to. If you don't use AI, you're gonna get swept up and left behind. You're gonna miss out on freaking a lot of money. You could be trying to, dude. Right now, China is pumping out game after game after game. And to tell you the truth, man, if Western developers don't freaking pull their shit together, bro, China's going to steamroll them. China's going to take that bag and leave all these whiny, freaking crying developers that need mental health days Bro, you think the Chinese are sitting there talking about needing a mental health day, bro? No, they're out there freaking making shitloads of games, dude. They don't care. They'll straight copy your freaking Horizon. They'll straight copy your Horizon Zero Dawn and make that shit in a third of the time that it took Sony to make it, and they'll pump it out, and people will buy it because it looks close, and it will be pretty much the same type of game, bro. Yeah, the higher your 1% lows are usually the better. I'm saying the only time, I guess, let me rephrase that. The only time it really matters is when you get a giant frame time spike and your game freezes. That's like, yeah, obviously. If you're getting that shit like every 3 seconds, then yeah, dude, that game runs like shit, and absolutely your 1% lows matter. If your 1% lows, if you're running 150 and your 1% lows are 100, you're probably not going to feel most of that shit. Oh yeah, Doom Dark Ages was incredible. I love that game. I had zero issues with it. Chinese are gonna, yeah, dude. The Chinese are gonna put out a whole bunch of games, bro. Dude, whether you like it or not, Black Myth Wukong did a good job, and the game is actually playable. I mean, I stopped playing it because it broke because my cheap ass it wasn't even, oh boy, it wasn't even a cheap ass controller, man. It was a $200 freaking Turtle Beach controller, man. Damn button went out. Well, I'm a button masher though, so I mean it's my fault. I'll take full responsibility for it, but yeah. Doom the Dark Ages. Yeah, dude, I put out a review for that and everybody freaking jumped my shit. What are you talking about? This game is not good. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, shut up. It's a Microsoft game. I'm like, shut up. Dude, I got all the Wolfenstein games for like $8 on PC. Two broken TB controllers. Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach is junk, man. Turtle Beach is junk. Yeah, dude, that shit didn't even last 6 months, bro. At least my Xbox freaking Elite controller, Elite Season 2 or Series 2, at least that shit lasts freaking almost a year. Gosh, game over. Oh yeah. To tell you the truth, Nazgul, I think I think they're both good. I want to get a scuff or try it. Honestly, guys, my favorite controller right now is this right here. It's the Nacon Revolution X Pro. This controller is incredible. Or for Xbox, it's the Nacon Revolution X Unlimited. For PlayStation, it is the Revolution 5 Pro. Both of them are good. Am I going to pick up? Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Project Motor Racing is, dude. Yeah, I'm buying every racing game that comes out next month easily. This controller is absolute fire, dude. I've had this now over 6 months and no issues at all. All the buttons, and you get 2 extra buttons right here. So if these ones go out, you can switch to these ones. You can have the freaking Z2, S1, S2. You got extra buttons, all these extra buttons, and then you've got 4 back here. Pop, pop. No stick drift, dude, because they got Hall effect triggers. Yeah, this controller's a beast. It's even got a setting on here to where if you got a lot of latency in your game, you can legit turn it to P4, and dude, like it gets rid of all of that. Like this is a badass controller. Badass controller. As a Gen Xer at 59, I started in the days and machine code. I went through the transition moving to Visual Basic and Visual Fox Pro. AI tools is the next level of development. Still open-minded. You kind of have to be, bro. You kind of have to be, man. Like AI, dude, the stuff that AI can freaking pop out for me is like, wow, that's pretty good. Yep, really good for PC games, bro. You can map all buttons to it. 10 series cards, I didn't. I started with 30 series and worked my way up to where we are now. Damn, dude, there was like a big ass freaking cat hairball right here. Those freaking cats, man, they're hairy. Why are they so hairy? gonna have to get out my duster and dust the floor again. I'm too poor. Dude, I was such a console fanboy, dude. I didn't care about freaking PC gaming. I had that. I don't want to deal with the blah 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 stuff, dude, for a long time. How often do I deal with pest control? I don't really have a whole lot of pest control. 007, yeah. That game looks good, bro. I can't wait to play it. And that's like another Uncharted game, man. Two 1080 Ti's. I know 1080, two 1080s and SLI would be the same. Gosh, dude. Slowly drifting to mouse and keyboard, and I'm low key starting to like it. Oh wow. I can't do it, man. I can do it in some games, but I can't do mouse and keyboard in a lot of games. It is hard. It doesn't even feel like gaming to me. Like, I mean, dude, I work with my hands. I don't want to come home and sit here and feel like a freaking like a zombie clicking buttons. Yeah, dude, I'm not coordinated enough for that. I type like 5,000 words a minute. Okay, guys, it's or I type like um two or three words a minute. To me, it don't feel like gaming, man. I can't get on board with that. Like if I was sitting here playing like a point and click game, whatever. Obviously that'd be easier. But I mean, trying to like, I like to when I'm walking around, I like to be able to like move the controllers and look around and stuff, all like smooth. And yeah, dude, I can't do that on a mouse and keyboard. I mean, I guess I could try, but I was just last week I realized that this button right here changes my PPI or whatever. I was sitting here wondering, like, why the hell is my mouse like only moving like a freaking inch when I move it like clear across the screen? Why is it moving so slow? And then I clicked that button and I was like, oh, it got faster. And then I clicked it again and then boom, finally clicked it enough to where it's like really fast. I think that's what makes my games feel. I don't really care about the precision very much. Like I get it. It's to me, it's like basically like giving up everything I love for a little bit of precision. Yeah, not I've got freaking aim assist on video games, bro. I like that. Yeah, people keep telling me that. And I've tried it. Like I'm not saying that I'm completely illiterate. Like I can play with a mouse and keyboard. I just do not like it. I don't like the way it feels. Like to me it doesn't feel like gaming. So they helped me to develop a new game mechanic that I should hopefully finish in the next week. Fully patentable too. It's going to be a game changer. Then again, isn't that what all devs say? Pretty much. William, I am. I like what devs say. I like listening to the excitement about what they built, and like you can hear it in their voice. You know when they come out and they show you off their game, and then you got all the little critics, the little Haiti little clickbait bastards that like try to go by and score cheap hits off of other people's hard work. And I don't know, man. Like it's that hype from the developers is pretty infectious for me. It always has been, and I will always probably at least hear the developer out, bro. And not like I even told Sucker Punch today on Twitter. I was like, gosh, guys, I tried, man. I put 6 hours into Ghost of Yote and it didn't hook me, man. Like I tried. I'm not gonna 100% give up on it yet, but I told him I was like, dude, I think Atsu's a pretty dull character, man. I'm just not feeling her, bro. Like I'm just not like Nawe stole my heart earlier this year, and I'm just having a really hard time getting. Yeah, I just don't care for freaking Atsu. I don't care for her character. I mean, everything that I've seen so far in that 6 hours just doesn't. I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling Atsu. Atsu. And it has nothing to do with her politics. It has nothing to do with her as a person. Like I'm not feeling that character. I don't it's like there's no emotion. And I get it, your whole family gets destroyed and like you just have like no emotion, but I kind of feel like it makes the character too one-dimensional for me. Like I don't care to watch somebody be in a freaking I don't I would like to see another side of her. I would like to see her still still retain her humanity while still delivering justice to the Yote 6, bro. Like, I don't know. Maybe I haven't played enough of it. Maybe I'm jumping the gun, dude. I did the same damn thing with what was it called? Bannister's Ghost of New Eden. I played 5 hours of it and I started feeling like the wokeness and stuff in that game was getting too overbearing and too annoying. And so I quit playing it. And then I went back to it a few months later and it ended up being my game of the year, man. So who knows? Who knows? I was just maybe one day I'll be in a mood, like a slow paced mood, to where I can just sit and play Ghost of Yote and then probably for competitive gaming, mouse and keyboard rules. I'm sure it does, man. I don't know. If I ever start using mouse and keyboard, it will 100% be because I took the time and I wanted to do it. But I mean, I literally went and spent $500 on a mouse and keyboard just so that I could try, because I was really wanting to get into freaking oh, the hell is that game? Gray Zone Warfare or whatever. I was trying to get into that, and yeah, I'm not gonna play CS:GO ever. I have no desire to ever play that game. Doesn't even look pretty enough for me. Sorry, dude. I'm a graphics whore. Have to have pretty visuals. Not just going to play any slop because it gets 5,000 frames a second. No, I'm just joking. I ate steak, buttery steak. Yeah, Gray Zone's pretty freaking hard to run, man, but it looks incredible. I do like the way it looks. Who? Nvidia's king of GPUs right now, but AMD is on their tails. Yep, you're right, dude. They are. The 5090 is the king of GPUs. The 4090 is the second king of GPUs. The 5080 is undefendable. Can't defend that one. That one's hard. That's a hard one. That's a hard one to defend. 5070 Ti, awesome GPU. I like the 9070 XT better. 5060 Ti, 16 gigabyte, good GPU. 9060 XT, good GPU. 9070 versus 5070, I would probably recommend going with the 16 gigabytes on the 9070. 5080 Super. If the 5080 Super, I might actually do a video on that tomorrow on the super cards. G5 10S. Display and the macro keys, which you can bind to function in DaVinci Resolve. Nice, nice. Yeah, this Still series has got a lot of function too that I'm not even using. I bought it a year ago in November. Is 4080 Super and 7800X 3D still a good enough for dual? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 4070 Super is a good card. It's a good one. I would just rock 1440p most of the time. You can do 4K, but I would mostly probably utilize just the 1080p on that or a 1440p. It is hard for console gamers. Console gamers don't give a shit about mouse and keyboard, bro. They don't even care. It's already hard enough to convince them that you can actually use a controller on PC. GPUs work and how they are created, and literally shifted my mind on GPUs in general. 5070 Ti, but I won't pay 5090 prices, and 5080 isn't quite the GPU I'm after for upgrades. Dude, somebody else bought another person from the. Ooh, let's see. You know what's crazy? Keyboard. I transitioned to a controller. I think a controller is better. They are begging for a new console, but they're gonna get slapped with a PC. I think AMD is probably going to launch 9080 XT or 9090 XT around the same time the supercards launch, bro. I legit think they're waiting for that just so they can come out and be like, we're cheaper. We're just as good. I really do think that AMD is playing like mind tricks with Nvidia nowadays. I think they're waiting for Nvidia to drop their stuff, and then they're coming out and being like, all right, this is where this sits. We're not trying to oversell it. We're just gonna let you decide as gamers. I think they did a very good job with the marketing of the 9070 XT. They actually kind of undersold it, to be fair. They undersold it, saying that like, oh man, it's a little bit over like 7900 XT, and I'm like, no, dude, this shit literally trades blows with the 7900 XTX. I haven't missed my XTX that much since I got it. $1,200 will probably be a fair price for it, Mr. Glass. Top dog GPU, but they go around second or third, but better FPS per dollar. Absolutely. The funny thing is, Ryzen Dave is, dude, I have a 5090 and I still play on my 9070 XT more. And the reason for that is because the 9070 XT experience is already good enough to where it's like putting on the 5090 just feels like, wow, okay, so you're faster. Yay. But you also suck down a shitload more power. You know what I mean? Still get a lot more power when the AMD actually feels good. Oh man, tomorrow's gonna be fun. Oh sheesh. Now I'm getting tired. Yawny. I'm getting yawny. So I'm gonna give you guys Junior for a minute while I go make my cup of coffee. Dude, it's already 8:50. Damn. Junior, come and talk to the boys. Junior. Better hurry up, dude.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing? Hello, Junior. Yeah, I'm back. Cause you're. do you guys want to talk about? I'm just here. Good evening, man. How you doing? How you guys doing? How's school going? It's going all right. It's going all right. Good night and saw what frog left. Yeah. So, guys. Well, today I had my game dev class today, and I'm gonna start making a game in my game dev class. So that will be fun. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I know. I look like my dad. Yes, I know. But yeah, I got long hair than him. All right. So for my mini review, or I don't know what to call it, but my review for Act 1 and Act 2 for Silk Song, I might do it on the weekend. I might do it on the weekend just to get it out for you guys. I still haven't beaten Act 2. Okay, I'll be honest. I still haven't beaten Act 2. I'm trying to play it. It's just the boss I'm fighting is so gosh dang hard. It is so hard. What you game on, Mini Frog? I have my Switch 2. Does that count? I also have a PC. Oh no, some of you guys left. Oh man. Some of you guys left. There were 30 people, but now there's 20. Now there's 24. There were 26, but now there's 24. My pal here on Discord with me plays Switch 2. Yeah. I play Switch. I play on my Switch 2 because it's easy for me. I used to have here down to my. Okay. I chopped it off because I got tired of. Yeah. I'm playing Pokemon 2. It's. I just got so many games I gotta play, man. Like, I gotta finish Silk Song. I gotta do a review on Act 1 and 2, and then Act 3 will be my full review on the game. Then I got Pokemon Legends Z8 that I gotta play and finish and do a review on. I got so many games. I get it for my yeah. Are you gonna no? What's in your PC? I can't remember what he put in my PC, lad. I cannot remember. I seriously can't remember, guys. I'm sorry. I'm tired. How's the Pokemon universe changing since the OG days? Yeah. I'm not sure what he put in. I can't remember. My brain's not working tonight, guys. What is your favorite game of all time? Don't say that. It's hard, man. I like lots of games nowadays.
Gonna have to have Junior start making more freaking content for you guys.
Yeah.
Take the focus off of me.
All good, dude. All right, guys. Frog is back, so I gotta leave. All right. See you guys soon. Or whatever, I don't know.
Well, someday. He really likes hanging out with you guys. He really likes hanging out with you guys. Maybe Saturday I'll put him on for a couple of hours while I'm playing games. Yeah. I gotta change things around so that he can actually get in here. Because like I can't get any closer this way, and I'd have to figure out how to point the camera differently or something. Trying to convince my nephew that just got his first job not to get a 5090. Huh. Oh man. Buying a 5090 is a waste of money. This is that freaking Starbucks caramel latte or whatever. He calls me Frog and I call him Junior. Isn't that right, Junior?
Yep.
Froggy Junior. He's supposed to be working on a freaking Pokemon review, but by the time he gets done freaking dragging his feet on that, nobody's going to watch the video.
I think people watch the video.
No, because everybody's out there trashing the game. It just looks the same. It doesn't do anything. It's a blah, blah, blah. Dude, I get so sick and tired of people whining about that shit. That's low-hanging fruit. Well, of course the game is the same. Development time takes forever. It's my favorite game of all time. Right now, it's probably looking like Death Stranding 2 is my favorite game of all time, but I'm going to play through it again on PC first before I 100% make that the... Other than that, Witcher 3 is my favorite game. Witcher number 3. Playing it and I'm watching him. Freaking Death Stranding 2 is incredible. Play the first game. I do like the ROG Xbox Ally, but I'm falling out with Xbox right now, bro. They keep denying me freaking review keys. Actually, they just ignore me. They don't even freaking deny me. They give me the one game that wasn't going to do that great this year, but then they deny me the games that would probably do better. So, yeah. Death Stranding 2 coming to PC probably, I don't know how long the Sony freaking, who knows, 1 year, 2 years. I don't know. Sony's going to try to milk the shit out of it because that's what Sony does. I like Red Dead, the second one. I didn't care for the first one. I didn't like John. I don't give a shit about John. I don't care about that guy. I didn't like him in the first game. I didn't like him in the second game. I didn't really care for the first one. Well, I didn't really play the first one, to be completely honest with you. Dude, I was never even a really big fan of Rockstar games until I played through Red Dead Redemption 2. I've never beat in a Grand Theft Auto. Any chance that could be a possibility? I think AMD should be AMD and CPUs and APUs and NPUs. Intel should be Intel should just be whatever the hell they want to be. Apparently they want to be nothing right now. Yeah, dude, I'm not a massive Rockstar fan, sadly. I don't really, I mean, I'm interested in GTA 6, but I'm not like it's not like super high on my list of freaking games to be hyped for. I'm not like super hyped for it. Out of all the Grand Theft Autos, I think probably 4 would have been my favorite. If I mean, I only played probably 6-7 hours of it. Sorry, man. I'm just not a big Rockstar fan. I don't really care for their games. I don't really care for the whole crime syndicate thing. But I do appreciate the effort they go to making them. I can see why people love them. Still haven't finished Grand Theft Auto. I haven't, dude. I got to the Trevor part and I'm like, I'm good. That is the furthest I've gotten in any freaking Grand Theft Auto. I put a lot of time into it, but I'm not. Yeah. See, the Mafia games, I like those. That's the funny thing is I like those because they got like that linear story and they're good. Rockstar, I don't know, man. I couldn't never just get into like just being a straight up criminal the whole time. Last of Us 2 is really good, man. I love that game. I did play about I played a couple hours of Stray. Couldn't understand I couldn't understand for the life of me why the ponies were like, oh my gosh, this is the best game ever. I'm like, oh my gosh. You got ponies still out there talking about Xbox being dead, and I'm like, no, dude, it seems like PlayStation's kind of dead, bro. Seems like it's a third-party platform. They don't really put out any first-party stuff anymore that's actually worth a crap. Have they really put out anything really, really great this generation aside from like Horizon Forbidden West? And even that, people are like questionable about it. I liked it. I still play that game to this day, but gosh damn. That was probably out of all the stuff that Sony first parties put out this generation, Horizon Forbidden West is probably my favorite. PS who? You mean the new Xbox? PS5 Xbox? Feminine Station 5? Yeah, exactly. It's pretty femmy over there. Xbox out here dropping like freaking 10 games a year, and Sony's out here freaking canceling 10 games a year. And people are like, PlayStation's number one. I'm like, no, they're not, dude. PlayStation just hasn't, like, they just haven't failed hard enough yet. But I can guarantee you the higher ups at PlayStation are like, dude, we are doomed. I can already tell you, they know they're doomed. Sony has no spine to make anything good anymore. They want to neuter all their games and make them all weak and femmy and shit like that, dude. Like God of War, Kratos went from a badass Greek to a simp, dude. Like straight simp. Exactly, dude. Zen 2, bro, the peak of, yeah. Honestly, if they brought out a new Resistance, they'd probably find a way to feminize it. They'd probably be like, look, let's just reuse the skins from freaking Concord. Can we just reuse all the stuff that we built for Concord? Dying Light? That's a good one. If they brought another Uncharted, Infamous, Killzone, and Resistance, yeah, dude, PlayStation would be back on top. But don't forget SOCOM. They need a new SOCOM. They got to stop relying on freaking Call of Duty. Oh, yeah, dude. PlayStation doesn't like money anymore, bro. They don't care about making freaking good games. They don't give a shit anymore, dude. They really don't. We've literally watched their whole lineup this generation just be straight woke crap that like nobody gives a shit about. Like nobody cares. People buy them because they're PlayStation fanboys, but nobody else is buying them. Those games are not as successful as they could have been. Yep, I remember. Yeah, dude, I had SOCOM on the PSP. I took that everywhere with me, and the PS2 ones were incredible. They have no desire to make cool games anymore. Like PlayStation doesn't give a shit. PlayStation is so freaking woke now. It's not even funny, dude. Look at Ghost of Yote. Like they don't give a shit. You look at freaking what Neil Druckmann's putting out with Interstellar. Like nobody wants to play as that. Like nobody gives a shit about those games. The funny thing is they're gonna lose their ass on all this shit when they should have put out freaking Factions. They should have pushed through and put that out. No matter what, people would have showed up to play that. People would have showed up to play that. Build a big ass world, a big ass map, and let Factions freaking go at it. Honestly, man, All freaking factions needed to be was a big enough map, like a big map, and then let people do factions and make it a freaking extraction shooter, bro. That's all they had to do, and people would have played that. They would have showed up to play that. If factions would have been what Arc Raiders is turning out to be, I guarantee they would have sold the shit out of that game. Because I like that, bro. I'm Arc Raiders. I'm like, yeah, dude, let's play this. Peak gaming is now. Once consoles die, we lost peak. Yeah. Well. Oh yeah, dude. Yote is a beautiful game, but gosh dang, man. It's like, wow, dude, what the heck is this? I think Assassin's Creed Shadows on PC maxed out looks significantly better than freaking Ghost of Yote. Oh yeah, dude, if you went straight from 360 to freaking PC, bro, holy crap. 3 games, yeah, dude. Like PlayStation 4 was still good. They were still making good games on that, but damn, dude, for some reason, man, 2016 broke PlayStation. 2016 was the year PlayStation fell. Them Looney Tunes, they just cannot function anymore. I functioned just fine under the last administration, bro. I got up and went to work every day. I freaking still made my money and still made content and still had fun. I just had to ignore it and move forward. But for some reason, these weirdo freaking game developers, they cannot freaking pull their 2 shoelaces together and tie them and get up and go to work without freaking trying to bring their rage to their freaking content. Oh yeah, you don't want to let freaking nah, dude, they ruined everything, man. EA went down the same hole, and now they're like, oh my gosh, we need to put out freaking Battlefield 6 and make it freaking fun. Yeah, how many RT games do you guys got? You guys be like, yeah, we need the RT games. You guys probably got like 1 or 2, maybe. You don't even buy them all. Like RT, like you can't even see that shit after you start playing. Once you get immersed in the game, it doesn't even matter anymore. So that's pretty. I'm a real gamer, man. I'm a real Vigi gamer. And I can tell you right now, dude, anybody that says that RT is a reason to buy Nvidia, no, dude, if you want to stop and look at candy for a minute, I guarantee yeah, dude, once you start playing the game, you're not noticing that stuff as much. PlayStation's strong suit was gone. It's not coming back. They've already lost their. So my pal got $650 mobile for his 7800X 3D and 5070 Ti and Gen 5 SSD. They rolled those gig Oris boards back to PCIe 4. Pal wants cheap but okay Gen 5 motherboard. Try and find a good price one. I bought mine is freaking. I got that X80E or X870E. This is the board I got. It's a good one. This is my baby now. The Rogue Strix. This motherboard is badass. Badass. I freaking love the aesthetic of that. RT did mess up gaming, dude. It made it run like shit. We could have had badass graphics, but they had to bring that shit out. Thanks, Nvidia, for ruining games, bro. Quit blaming Unreal Engine 5 and start blaming freaking Nvidia for ruining your games. Nvidia ruined your games and then sold you hardware at exuberant prices that can't even run the shit properly. Dude, you literally still, like, I'm not even joking. You legit still need DLSS and frame generation to run RT on a 5090. I paid $509 for mine. Yeah, you can't. There's no way to optimize ray tracing, bro. There's no way to optimize ray tracing. All they got to do is add another bounce, and your freaking precious performance is dropped again. Unreal Engine 5 ray tracing is more optimized than the bullshit they put in there for Nvidia games. You try to play, I can play ray traced Unreal Engine 5 games on my 9070 XT. I can barely get ray tracing enabled on freaking Black Myth Wukong on a 9070 XT, even at like freaking 1080p. It runs like crap. I got to use frame generation and all that shit on the Nvidia GPU just to get it to look good. And don't get me started on path tracing. Holy shit, dude. Like it looks fine, but you're gonna take pictures all day? Pay $2,600 for a GPU for PC since diapers, but there was still a reason to get consoles for a while. Nintendo 64, OG, Xbox changed everything. Yeah, dude, consoles are not bad. They're definitely worth buying. You get your money's worth out of a console. You really do. Especially if you're a hardcore gamer, man. If you're playing a lot of games, you're getting your money's worth. You are getting so much freaking, like you're getting so much entertainment value out of that stuff. Just want the Deck 2 to be announced already, but they said they are waiting for a big leap in technology. Dude, if we had this level of hardware back in the 90s, we would have had the baddest games ever made, bro. Legit. We would have had some of the hardcore games ever made. Could you imagine shit like Parasite Eve on today's visuals? Could you imagine games like freaking the first 3 Devil May Cries with today's visuals? Oh my gosh, man. Castlevanias. Oh man. Dude, we would have had some badass games. SOCOM with today's visuals. God of War with today's visuals back in the, oh my gosh, those games would have looked so badass. Disappointed. I'll wait for the new afterwards. Golden Axe. Oh yeah, dude. Gosh. I mean, dude, they have to use AI to render freaking path tracing and shit like that, bro. They really do. You're gonna be paying for AI, bro. It doesn't even matter. Like we're already like really good on rasterized power. Like we're good. We're way good. When you start putting in the ray tracing, bro, like AI is gonna speed that process up and make it better. Those little loot goblins, yeah. Huh. Optimization and FPS than graphical quality. I actually am starting to become more of a FPS guy than a freaking than a visual guy. Yeah, but it doesn't matter now because it's too damn expensive, bro. Like legitimately, even a 5090 still struggles with freaking ray tracing, and I won't hear any different because I have one, and I'm not going to listen to people try to tell me I'm wrong. All of my games, I've been testing games and looking at other people's freaking like performance levels, and I'm right where they are. So I'm not going to listen to that crap telling me that my freaking system's bad. Nope. I put up with that crap enough on this channel. I'm not doing it no more. I have the literal best you can get for 5090 aside from it being a freaking like a water loop or whatever, blah, blah, blah. 3080 and 39 refusing to get 50 series G because they say it's all fake frames. Oh, damn. They're crazy, man. Like it is fake frames and it's fine. No, it doesn't. What looks better with path tracing? You can barely even tell. I actually like Cyberpunk better with just regular ray tracing over the path tracing stuff. Alex Battaglia can't fool me, bro. Can't fool me. He already tried to fool me with that. It's just as good as 4K. I'm like, no, dude, you can see missing features and shit when you turn on DLSS 3. Quit trying to lie to me. And then he comes out and he's like, yeah, I was lying to you guys. Now look. I'm like, dude, you little asshole. I've been fighting with these guys for 2 years over this Nvidia stuff, and now you're going to come out and tell the truth? Just so happens that I like Butter Smoothland 4X, okay? I like it. Nvidia like PMSL. No. Spanx 3080 Super and 39. Yeah, exactly. Easily it does. It blows them both out of the water. I just don't think ray tracing makes a big enough difference to for the amount of performance that it costs. Kai, is it Kai Koendo? I just don't feel like it gives me. I don't feel like I get a value out of it, bro. Like it feels more like a tech demo to me. And correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I don't want anybody to feel that way. I mean, I'm an influencer. That's what I'm supposed to do is influence you. I don't feel like okay, let me be fair. I like the way that it looks when I turn it on and I focus on looking at it, but it doesn't positively impact my gaming experience to a point where it's like, holy shit, this is next level. I'm sorry, man. Planar reflections look fine. The one thing that I do like about ray tracing, okay, I will be 100% fair, is when you're on a large body of water and you don't see like the freaking the separation of the of the planar reflections or the screen space reflections. That looks good, okay, because it obscures that and it gets rid of that. It gets rid of that like ugly freaking like thing around your character where it cuts through the um screen space reflections. That's the only thing though. That's the only real benefit that I see, but the performance level that you lose, that's a lot. RTX 3090, even though she got 24 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, the 4070 is a beast, bro. Like I'm saying, bro, like that very next generation, you got a 4070 Super that beat the freaking 3090. I was like, gosh damn. But then I had a 7900 XT, bro, and that was way faster. I'm telling you guys, once I got that 1440p monitor and that 7900 XT, like I was set. I was happy. Features on and you're in butter smooth land. Yeah, exactly. But you got to turn the features on, which isn't bad. You're right. But do you think people should have to pay $2,600 to do that though, bro? Like 5070 Ti was pretty good at 4K. But at the same time, like, yeah, it was good. $2,600 just to use features that like only make a subtle difference. But then when you're using the features, but see, people are bitching about the features. So what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? I'm like, look, man, you got to use this shit if you want to be able to have that butter smooth land 4X experience. And then people get mad. Yeah, did fake fame stuck? And I'm like, shut up. You're the ones that got us into this mess by all this freaking Nvidia glazing that you do. So shut up. This is your fault. Your fault that freaking $3,000 is what a 5090 costs. The shit should be $1,000. And if we were the only people that Nvidia cared about, gamers, instead of the AI, it would be $1,000, man. But AI bros will pay that stuff. They'll pay their ridiculous price. And then TSMC's like, wait a minute, Nvidia's making all this money. We want a bigger cut, man. Nvidia's getting rich and we want to get rich too. And so everybody's like, yeah, let's just get rich out the AI guys. And then what does that do to us gamers, man? Now we're all screwed because of the Nvidia glazing. Hey, man, I was against Nvidia for the last few years. I just don't give a shit anymore. Buy whatever the hell you want to buy. I don't care. I like what I like, and I'm not going to change my mind. Nvidia has not proven to me that it is significantly better than AMD at all, and that's fine. I still like both of them. Landed a $1,000 PC from a family friend with an X3D, and oh, hell yeah, dude. He's already trying to upgrade. I'm like, bro, you got the car for almost. Yeah, exactly, dude. Holy shit. He's got a 3090 and an X3D. Damn, dude. and he's already like, gosh damn it, I can't play Roblox. He's like, I can't play Roblox at 4K 9,000 frames per second. Hates will hate the DLSS and frame. Yeah, exactly, dude. I think DLSS 4 really changed the game for me when it comes to Nvidia for sure. Like that is absolutely incredible. I got all my detail back and I was like, yeah, this looks good now. And with that, you know, MFG 4X, it smooths out my game so much that I'm like, gosh damn, I love this. Expect an FG8X performance without frame. Yeah, exactly, bro. I'm like, you look at it, Ryzen Dave, and it's like, dude, I still get 30 frames a second on freaking Cyberpunk, bro. And that game looks old now. Correct. Karsten, what's up, my guys? Andrew, my old AIO dies and I get a new one in a few days. What's your opinion about this thing? Fantex Glacier 1. I have no idea, bro. I bought the ROG Ryujin 360 ARGB Extreme. I paid $400 for a freaking AIO, bro. It's got a 3-year warranty and it's got a screen on it. It's pretty cool, dude. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know. I've never heard about the Fantex, bro. Yeah. I've never heard of them. I've never tried them, but every AIO I've bought to this day has been name brand. It's been either MSI or freaking Asus. I've had zero issues with Asus and MSI. The one on this build, on my AMD build, is the MSI Mag Core Liquid i360. I like that one. That one's very good. This keeps my 9800X3D very cool. Very cool. And my ROG Ryujin keeps my 9950X3D at about 70C, which is good for that CPU. That's pretty good for that CPU. I know the weirdos will be out. Well, if you just turn your fan all the way up and you undervolt this and you do this, and I'm like, why would I? I don't want to kill the performance of my CPU. Yeah, dude, match it up. If you've got the case, get the AIO, bro. Honestly, what worst case scenario, you're replacing it again in a year or two. I mean, probably not a bad idea anyways. And guess what? 500 plus frames. Yeah, exactly. Ha! It's like, how many more frames do you need, man? Yeah, if you've already got the case, Karsten, just get the AIO. Just match it up. I think as long as you like the aesthetic of it, bro, handle that, bro. Don't let anybody tell you, man. That's the thing. It's like, be a pioneer, bro. Buy what you want to buy. That's what I did. I looked at a bunch of AIOs. I looked at a bunch of motherboards, and I came to the conclusion that I wanted Asus because I've got MSI. I've had Gigabyte. So I wanted to try Asus. So I already had limited my choice to Asus boards because I haven't had one. And so I bought that, and I'm using all the features of the board, and I freaking love it. It makes my PC look super beautiful. Gamers Nexus only runs what? The Arctic Liquid Freezer? Yeah, well, you know what, man? Maybe some people just don't like the color of it or the way it looks. If I was building like some random PC with just if I was just going for like money build, cool. I would have maybe probably still just bought MSI. Is that bad? Is that bad that I would rather buy like MSI or Asus or Gigabyte over some of these other brands that people are? You got to understand, dude, these things just like pop up all over the place, dude. And there's like a new one every 2 weeks. And it's like, holy shit, bro. Asus, man, they put a lot of time, effort into building their product, man. Thermalright's all right, dude. Thermalright is good. I bought some Thermalright stuff, and I bought some some thermal take. Till Blue Moon local shop I use gets there either the thermal right or their curved screen or Asus. Nice. See, I like Asus aesthetic. I like MSI aesthetic too, though. You know what I mean? Like those are probably my two favorite aesthetically pleasing. I like the way that MSI and Asus look so much that I've got my MSI build right here and I have my Asus build right there. I went with the mag on this one. If I ever build another Asus or another MSI, I'm gonna go with the carbon. I'll go with the dragon aesthetic all the way, AIO everything, and then with the Asus, I'm gonna stick with Strix. I like Strix a lot. I might try. I'm gonna stick with Strix for that. Ooh, they like the Arctic 8 because it currently has the best price to performance ratio. While not the best performing AIO, it is less than 2C from AIOs that are more than 3 times the price. They like the Arctic A10 because it currently has the best price. Oh yeah, see that? I mean, like I get it, dude. Like, yeah, dude, the Arctic is what it is, but I don't know. Love software. MSI Mag 1000 watt PSU. I might actually, I don't know, dude. My PSU on that one's running pretty good. Thermal right and Seasonic in my build is so dead silent. Nice. See, that's another thing that doesn't bother me is the sound. I don't really care. This PC's pretty quiet, but that one over there, because it's running a 5090 and a 9950X3D, I got the fans at 70%. So it's loud. It cooks, bro. That's a hot machine, man. I got 600 watts of power running through. I've got 1,000 watts of power running through that baby, man. So yeah, dude, that one there's a hot machine and it needs a lot of cooling. I probably should upgrade my PSU to like a 12,000 or 1,200 or 1,600 or something actually for that build. So I've got a 1050 in there. And that would have been perfect for like a 9800 X3D. But now that I put the 9950 X3D in there, I should probably get a better PSU. And for aesthetics and software, yeah. Nice fire. Yeah, dude, it's going to keep me nice and warm for the winter. Corsair case with those plastic inserts to guide the airflow seem very quiet. When was at the local shop. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind buying like Corsair products. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like after I've had like a few Corsair RAM kits, I actually like G-Skill a lot better. G-Skill is a lot better for me. I like the aesthetic of G-Skill better than the Vengeance I was getting. And that's that Nvidia 5090 build. That's the first time I've went out of my way to actually spend significantly more money on like actually buying a build that I want aesthetic wise. I love that white case, that tough T502. I love that case. That makes my 5090 look beautiful. But I'm sorry, the negative Nancy's in the comment section ruined the 5090 experience for me. Always complaining about everything. And I'm just like, gosh dang, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. I put out a video and they're like, they just jump right on everything. They're like, oh my gosh, your system's like way bad. There's something wrong with it. And I'm like, no, dude, it's running within spec. Like it's running within spec. I get it that I can do all this stuff to make it better, but it's running within spec and I haven't done anything. There's no undervolts. It's just straight stock right in there. And the first thing they do is they start coming at me like, you don't know how to build a PC. You don't do them, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, gosh, damn, dude, you guys literally legit ruined the 5090 experience for me. I legit freaking hate buying Nvidia. Mostly, you know what, guys? Honestly, I'll be honest with you. Mostly, it really has to do with the fan base, man. They really do oversell the shit out of Nvidia. You need to RMA the 50. Oh, I know. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Don't start. Don't start. I'm not overclocking. I took the undervolt off my 5090. I just don't give a shit. I don't care. I literally don't care, man. Thing says it's rated for 600 watts, whatever. Let's let it do what it's supposed to do. Let's let it cook, man. My 9950X says that thing's good up to freaking, what is it, 95C? Whatever. Let's let it cook, bro. It stays at about 72. I'm fine with that. Dictate how you feel about products, though. I never understood that. How do I all let people? I'm being sarcastic, Alan. I'm being sarcastic, bro. Like, I really don't give a. I mean, I do appreciate constructive feedback, and I do read it. And if it sounds reasonable to me, I look into it. You know what I mean? But if I got people telling me that my build is crap, I'm just like, whatever, dude. That shit goes in one ear and out the other. They're like, why did you spend that much money on a freaking AIO? You could have got the Arctic. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, if I wanted a fucking Arctic, I would have bought an Arctic. I wanted the freaking ROG Ryujin 3. Wanted that. Looked at it. Spent 3 freaking days looking at freaking AIOs. And that was the one that I wanted, that I picked out all by myself. No influence whatsoever. I bought it because I wanted it. You know what I mean? I get a new GPU and CPU, set their new max to 98, 99%. Not exactly. Dude. Set a custom GPU fan curve. I do now. The GPU fan, I set it to 70. I've got that whole thing because it does run pretty warm. I set it all at 70 to try to keep them both right around 70 degrees. I keep my GPU at about 65 to 70, and I keep my without an undervolt, mind you, and I keep my CPU at about 70C. And that usually bounces from about 35C when it's cold, or when it's idle, all the way up to about 72 under full load. So I feel like that's pretty good. It is the ROG Ryujin. All right, let me get you the freaking thing for it. I'll get you the thing that I got for my ROG Ryujin. My ROG Ryujin. Get the link. I'm getting you the link now. This is the Exacto one I bought. And it's on sale today, dude. Gosh damn. I bought it when it was $439 and now it's $377. I could have saved 14%. Gee golly gosh, dang it. It's on sale right now for $377. You better buy it right now if you want it. Oh, people whine about stuff.
Yeah, kitty, that's my pee.
But I personally overclock the GPU, CPU, and RAM because I don't get very high-end components. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, if you're buying a 5090, overclocking this, yeah, dude, should you really be doing that? I don't know. You got people talking about burnt out cables all the time, man. We just had somebody, Yamato, saying that his freaking 5090 burnt out. And I feel sad for him. I feel bad for them when their freaking 5090 burns out. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. It's very sad. Damn, dude, that freaking video is not even going to do good. Man, I'm sad. I need my videos to start doing a little better. I got to start. I'm going to have to do something, guys. Did they have a 105 BIOS for the 7800X3D? 65 watt? Have a good night. All right, Mr. Glass, you have fun. Yeah, I'm probably going to be getting off pretty soon, too. It's already 9:35. Listen, just eBay. I'm thinking about it. Set custom fan curve and call it a day. Yep. Play some Butter Smooth Land 4. All right. Butter Smooth Lands 4. Hell yeah. X3. See, I think the X3D is set at higher wattage off the bat. The 9950 X3D is. I think it's like 170 watts or something. BIOS for the RTX 5090 that increases the power limit from the 12 volt. Yeah, dude, it says it's only good for like what, 600 watts, bro? That's madness, bro. Like trying to take that thing past 600 watts is crazy. I mean, like I could feel my cord like legit getting warm when I first got it. I was like, damn, dude. So, all right, my friends, I'm going to go. You guys have fun. We'll see you again tomorrow. But yeah, I've got to wind down. I was supposed to be playing this freaking game tonight, man. But I decided to go live with you guys because I'm not very good at my job. So, all right, guys. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you later. It was a good stream. We had lots and lots of fun. 4 a.m. Damn, dude. What's the best software? What software? I don't know. So, all right, guys. We'll see you later.